Hey guys, welcome back to Real Anime Training. It's the Anime Trader, and today we're going to take a trip into the past of Real Anime Training and revisit Goku's Gravity Room workout.
Why are you talking like William Shatner?
You threw off my groove. Alright guys, welcome to Real Anime Training. Today we're going to cover Goku's Gravity Room workout. So to review, the original Goku's Gravity Room workout was 10 push-ups, and they're 10 honest push-ups, which I'll explain here in a bit, 10 sit-ups, 10 punches with weights, and 1 minute of shadow boxing, and you did that 10 rounds. This is a little bit different. This is kind of an upgrade. It is the 100 times gravity version of Goku's Gravity Room workout. While going through space, Goku trained his butt off for like a week solid, thanks to the gravity room, a bunch of sensu beans, and just the ability to completely destroy himself. Thank God, Saiyan biology. So he was able to get a massive power up in a very short amount of time, but that doesn't mean that we can't mimic some of his training. Goku's Gravity Room workout is very simple. It is 10 push-ups, and that's 10 honest push-ups. And what an honest push-up is it is 2 seconds down, so it's 1, 2 down, and 1, 2 up. So it's that same pace the entire time. If you can't keep that tempo, it doesn't count. 10 sit-ups, just 10 basic sit-ups. You want to make sure that you're keeping your form nice and good. Don't round the back too much as you're coming up. 10 punches with weights. That can be in a boxer stance or a horse stance or in a forward stance like a karate stance. Whatever works for you, 10 punches with weights on each side. And 1 minute of shadow boxing. And that minute of shadow boxing is you're going to try to go continuously the whole time. It doesn't have to be all out shadow boxing, but we're just trying to stay mobile and moving around, using footwork, punching, kicking, doing whatever we can for that time period. What makes the 100 times gravity version different is that it starts off with 100 walking lunges. And that's on each side. 100 walking lunges before you do a single push-up, single sit-up, punch with any weight, or do any shadow boxing. That's pretty brutal. So if you're not up for the challenge, you can scale it back and do a little bit less, but 100 walking lunges before you start anything. And then you can do 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, 10 punches, and 1 minute of shadow boxing, 10 rounds. And you want to have no rest in between any of that, so you want to keep going the whole time. Now, if you can complete all 10 rounds as it is written, then you can actually move up in the workout. So you can move it up to 20 push-ups, 20 sit-ups, 20 punches, and 1 minute and 15 seconds of shadow boxing. Right? Is that right? Actually, I need to look it up.
Been a long time getting from there to here.
When you can do all 10 rounds of Goku's Gravity Room workout without failing, then you can add 10 reps to the push-ups, sit-ups, and punches, and 15 seconds to the shadow boxing. Let me tell you, it is kind of difficult to level up this workout consistently. So I guarantee that if you can get to the point where you can do 50 honest push-ups, 50 sit-ups, 50 punches with 2 to 5 pound weights, and 2 minutes of shadow boxing for 10 rounds, you're going to be in amazingly good shape. Now, since this is the 100 times gravity version of this workout, you can make the workout a little bit harder by, instead of doing honest push-ups and sit-ups, you can do one-arm push-ups or handstand push-ups or push-ups with a band. You can do decline sit-ups or hanging sit-ups. You could potentially have one time where you do this workout where it's a rep-based version and you're doing 30, 30, 30 and minute and a half. And then you could have one version where you're doing one-arm push-ups, decline sit-ups, and you've made it more difficult that way. So there's lots of different ways to make this more difficult, and that is the point of the 100 times gravity version. So because the original version was just so simple, this will allow you to get a lot more benefit out of this very simple workout. On your push-ups, you want to make sure that you have a straight line from your shoulder all the way to your heel the entire time. At the bottom of the push-up, your hands will be right beside your chest. At the top of the push-up, your hands will be directly underneath your shoulders. It's not going to move in an exact straight line. Your forearms will remain vertical the entire time, so it's actually going to look a little bit more like a curved line than a straight line for the pushing. For the sit-ups, you want to make sure that you're maintaining your posture, so don't overly round your back when you're trying to sit up. You want to try to keep your back as straight as possible as you're coming up. For the weighted punches, you want to make sure that you are not overextending the arms. Do not completely extend the arm because that's kind of rough on your elbow. So stop just before full extension of that arm and start off very, very light, especially if you are new to punching. As a matter of fact, if you're new to punching, I would recommend not using the weights at all. For the one arm push-up, you can start off with your legs very wide. That will give you a wider base of support and make it a little bit easier. And as you get better at the one arm push-up, you can bring the legs closer and closer and closer together until they are actually all the way together, which is very, very difficult. For the handstand push-ups, you can use a wall as support. You're going to step away from the wall about 2 lengths of what your feet are, turn around, and then you will use your dominant leg to press against the ground and your non-dominant leg to throw up over your body to get in contact with the wall. From this position, you will maintain a straight line from your hips to your hands. As you flex your arms, your head and your hands will form a small triangle. You do not want to overly wing out your elbows so that your head and hands are in the same line. All right, guys, that was Goku's 100 times gravity room workout. I hope you enjoyed it. It's long overdue that we put this version up here on the channel, so go out there and get some gravity gains. And don't forget, guys, for the next 5 weeks, it is Dragon Ball month, and we are going to be releasing lots of Dragon Ball content to count down until Broly is released in America. Tomorrow, we're going to start a brand new series called Broly Building, where we'll take you through all of the workouts necessary to get big and strong like our legendary Super Saiyan man, Broly. Well, so as always, we've got some free content for you guys in the description, so check that out. And until next time, guys, good luck and train hard.
And special thanks to these patrons who support Real Anime Training on Patreon.